So I'm gonna try to make this real quick. I'm watching a little 18-year-old month, and he's gonna want to come up here and watch cartoons in a second. So while he's eating, I got a chance to sit there and review Greenleaf. This is Greenleaf season 1, episode 13, I think, or 12. Is it 12? I think or it's 11. No, it's 12, I think. Anyway, whatever it is, I'll actually have it on when I actually post this right now. But I kind of got to get into this. But it picks up where Sophia is like out, and that where I think where her and her cousin go or whatever, just looking back at the the plantation, and like kind of sad because she knows she's getting ready to have to leave. And Grace is sitting up in the bed. You know what Grace has to. I like Grace, but Grace be trying. She be looking so pitiful sometimes. I mean, there's just never no happiness with her. Even when she was being with Noah, she just doesn't allow herself to be happy. I mean, she just seems like one of them people I wouldn't want to be around because she just seems so depressing. But she's supposed to be this amazing preacher or whatever. But that's not what this whole thing is about. So, I mean, I'm not going to go there. But she's just saying in bed. But then the choir director and the other one, other girl in the choir came to go visit, Chastity or Charity? Your Charity. Because, she just had she fell before and went to the hospital. She was like, I'm just stressed. It was just stress or whatever. And Kevin's sitting outside the door with her tray, and he ain't going in there. And I'm like... And y'all know what, I can't. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I'm not gonna follow no type of order really. I am gonna follow an order, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get Kevin out the way. Now, his wife almost lost the babies. He's crying, talking about he's sorry and he loves her and all this other stuff. And he's downstairs, back on the phone, looking at the boy pictures. Now, at this particular point in time, you're not curious, Kevin. But you just get ready to be a full-fledged queen. And when I look at your whole face and there's nothing for real. I mean, old dude who's the choir director is more masculine than he is. When it comes down to it, Kevin ain't exuding this masculinity. And when and I always say, well, when you first come out, you ain't getting fucked. I mean, because people, I'm going to tell you this. I be on with people. I mean, now this is just some tea between you and me, and I hope y'all ain't gonna judge me. I might be on a dating site. I might be on Facebook. I might be on the gram, and I sit there and throw something out. Or I might be on Craigslist, and I be sitting there looking at the personals, and I ain't looking at no M for M, man for man. I'm looking for man for woman, and I sit there and hit them up like, look, this is what the deal is. And I'm thinking, these niggas looking for motherfucking bitches that they gonna come at me like, yeah, I'll tear you up. And then they be like, well, how big is your... And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Or I ain't never done anything before, but I am interested. How do you, when you come out the box, how do you just want to come out the box getting fucked? But I can see where Kevin go do that, because I see this softness. And I mean, Charity, how did you not know? Because and Kevin, don't try to act like you get confused because you too old, and the way you are on these motherfucking things and used it. Even after that, if you really was sorry and you was trying to pull yourself and you came out to her and told her what was going on, why would you persist? So. She wanted to sing it, at church or whatever, and she sung the song, and I guess she basically said, I got my Judy girlfriend over here in the choir, and I'm fine with it. I don't have any problems with it, but the last thing not the last thing, but the last scene that they were in, he was bringing her tray, and he was getting ready to leave. She said, no, stay. I think we need to talk. And I thought she was going to maybe say, baby, I forgive you. But that bitch was like, thank you for sitting there telling me what you was telling me. But I think we need to have a little time apart so I can just reflect. And he start going through his little bitch ass motherfucking mouth. And I'm like, there you go with the sniffles and the crying. And they did their little hug. And I was like, oh. But y'all, I don't know if I'm going to get this whole thing done. I hope I can. But if not, I'll do part 2 when he takes his little nap or something. I'm hoping I can get this thing done. So, anyway. So, hold on for a second. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Now, I only got a few minutes. I only got a few minutes because he was up here, but he gonna go back downstairs and get a couple little toys. So this is gonna be real quick. So anyway, Kevin's sitting there going through his phone. He's sitting in the living room going through his phone, and Grace is getting related. He said, "You going to the Women's Day?" As he got a nigga's picture on there that he's looking at. I'm like, there you go. There you go. You ain't even trying, nigga. You are what it is. Go. I mean, and please don't make it be that white boy, because I don't want him to be the white boy, and I don't even want to see that motherfucking bush. I don't even want the thought of it. But we're gonna leave that right where it is. So she said, "You know I am." And so anyway, y'all, that Women's Day luncheon just tickled me. It absolutely tickled me because Miss Lady May is up there, and she's giving this message, and she's like, we going through a crossroads right now, and I just done seen it as clear as day that the way we're going to see our way out of here is from a woman who's a child of God, who's a fierce leader. Servant of God. And you know what she was working up to, what she had told Bishop that she wants to preach over the summertime. And you know what, old girl, her secretary, Bishop's secretary, I didn't know who she, I said, well, I know she's a character, but I don't know what character she was, because she always got them earphones in her ear. And so she stood up and started clapping, and everybody started clapping, and I said, okay, she can make her big announcement that she wants to, and everybody was turned around clapping for Grace. And Grace didn't already sit there and say she was moving back because for the summer, so she could be able to try to fight the custody, and her and Sophia can move back here. And they was Ladies May. Her face was cracked, man. When I said that, I was, that motherfucking bitch's face was cracked. I'm saying, okay. So then she gonna go to. Oh no, Bishop goes to see Mac. Now last week, Mac calls him up on the phone talking about, am I gonna go to hell? And all this type of stuff. Bishop's like, no, you need to confess. So now Mac, whole different. He got this look on him like, I ain't heard from you, and whatever the case may be, he was like, so you can sit there and give a good word for my character. He said, are you crazy? Are you crazy? He said, look, if you don't do that, I'm gonna tell what you did. What did you do? I want to hear too. And Bishop basically said, you know what? Do whatever you want to do, because you think that, nigga, you sit there and did what you did to my daughter, and hung up the damn phone, told him to go to hell. and what's the name? So we gonna get back to all of that, because first of all, this episode, y'all, was deep. I'm telling, every time I watch Greenleaf right now, and it don't have to have all the bells and whistles, but where it hits home, where I can actually see whether if it was the same exact situation as my church or whatever. I've seen it in black churches, period. And it's like they hitting all these notes that they're not. All the other shows that I see, the haves and the have-nots and everything, there'd be so many damn ridiculously dumb stuff, and I'd be like, well, why? Who do they take us for? Do they think that we're just stupid? Do they think we're dumb? I mean, because they ain't their storyline. Sometimes they ain't even thinking the whole scene through to say, does that even make any sense? But on this one, everything can be a possibility that it could actually be true. I can see all of it happening. All of it. I see the fallout of the church. I see the members being that they need to have. I see all of that. I mean, I see all that. We already know about the lifestyle thing. I mean, no, yes, Kevin. I mean, for you to be, they could have got a better Kevin if they want to have somebody that was so deep in the closet and he didn't know what in the fuck he was wanting or whatever. I mean, maybe somebody a little bit harder because he's a bitch anyway. I mean, he don't. He's not no masculine dude. He's not. I mean, maybe because he's young or whatever. I don't know, because he's still a boy. I mean, he in his early 20s or whatever. There's nothing masculine about him. I don't know, but they could have got maybe a better him. But still, the whole character itself is something that happened. Bishops, the leaders of the church, same way. Cutthroat. A lot of them probably do crooked stuff. A lot of them crooks. Okay, it is. You got your Max in there, and you got your. There's nothing in the show that you can't sit there and say, okay, I believe this storyline. So, Whoopi gets her next performance, and she's sitting up in her club, and Grace was saying, I think I'm gonna stay. Daddy wants me to stay, and she said, I heard what happened at church. At the women's club. She said, what you going to do? She said, I don't know. But then, her dad came, the bishop came to her and said, look, baby girl, sometimes things change. Yeah, I kind of didn't, I was mad because you went against what I asked you to do. But, I want you to go ahead and stay and do this for us, for the church. And she agreed that she would do it. And how he came at her and how they had that daughter daddy conversation, and it was real how they sat down, and it wasn't no fakeness to it, for real. So I appreciated that. But May goes to the club. This is all your fault. You the one that brought her back here. And she was sitting there telling her, don't you sit there. And she said, look, first of all, you knew. And you know what, y'all? I said it last week. I don't think May knew. But now I do. She knew, but she did not want to believe that could be true. She didn't. And that's the reason, that's the only thing I can say. She put it in her head that it didn't happen because, May, you had to motherfucking know. If Whoopi's character... And I can't remember. I know she's auntie, but if she could see it and she's not in the house, then baby, you was in the house. You should have definitely seen it. You should have definitely been able to tell. And then when she said, and you should have believed Grace when she told you 20 years ago. If this had been put out there 20 years ago, and you didn't, and you still stood by your brother, and you just sitting there trying not to believe that and then I guess the father was the same way. And we're going to get to the father, too. So I'm like, okay, I see that. Well, Grandpa's back at the church again, knowing good and well he ain't even supposed to get past the gate. He ain't supposed to get past that first gate. He ain't even supposed to get nowhere close to the church. And he up in there, and Lady May ain't there, so that's the reason why Noah sit there and bring him in. And he's like, well, y'all done locked my boy up. So now you gotta pay. So she took him to wherever he was staying, and wherever he was staying wasn't even really his spot. He's just staying up in there, and she gave him some money, and then she asked Philip to sit there. Not Philip, Kevin, to see if she can get him into a place because he needs a place because he's dying. He's on his last leg. He said, this ain't, this just hush money. He said, I would love to see the girls before I die. And she said, I don't think that's going to happen. And then he said, talk about some hush money. And she said, hush money? What are you talking about? He said, that caretaker back with them? That wasn't no accident. And that's all we got from it. So I'm like, okay, what in the world? Where are we going with this one? I mean, we almost at the season finale, so I don't know where they going with this. Trying to think of what else, because this it wasn't so deep that I got to get into it, and I got to like, beat a point across, and I'm gonna get to the clicker, but hold on just a second. Now, um, I can't remember what Noah's girlfriend's name is, and I do apologize, y'all. I'm not even trying to look that up, but she was at the Women's Day conference, and I guess she was moved kind of by what Lady May was saying about how women got to be strong I mean she appreciates a good man who can be able to be the head of the household and be I mean all the things that a man is supposed to be, and so she had that look in her eye, and Noah coming with these fake, I mean not they I mean they were real flowers, but it wasn't nothing cute like, baby, I'm trying to get you. They look like little. I don't know. He could have done better with this little flower. Like he just went out and just plucked some shit and just put them together because they have color. I don't know, but he come in and she's like, "Here's my hotel room," and don't trust me, y'all. Noah is dusty looking to me, and I mean, y'all might think, I mean, the whole look or whatever that it might be said. There's nobody on this show at all, period, that gets me going. None, nobody. I mean, all of them. I mean, I used to like Jacob back in the day when on Why Did I Get Married, but no, not anymore. I mean, his character on here just turns me the fuck off. But they up in there and they're making love, and I guess they gonna put things back on track. Sophia pulls off from her father, and Lady May comes and see how I feel every day. And I'm like, Lady May, first of all, you just got finished saying Oprah, and Oprah sit there and just read your motherfucking ass, telling you motherfuckers accept your wrongdoings and apologize to motherfuckers because you actually really knew. Okay, so don't even sit there and try that. But you actually already knew. And I can't leave this out. Oh man, if I'm going to review the show, I got to give it to you. You know, Jacob Jacob is going to be working for Triumph, and for that pastor that's that don't really like Bishop at all. Period. And he's in there, right? He said, "Well, you really ain't gonna be pastoring no church, but I'm gonna show you what we doing because we really growing." He said, "We're gonna do," and he pulls up and it's right across the street from Calvary. He said, "What, Calvary?" And he's, "No, over here." And it's this swamp land that's right across, right directly. You go from one side of the street is Calvary, over to. He's going to do this boys and girls community center, and he wants Jacob to sit there and be. That's going to be Jacob's baby. And I'm like, well, nigga, I mean, can't you see he's using you, Jacob? I mean, he's acting like it's God's will. Why he could have picked any? I mean, he didn't sold he didn't bought the land for a song. For a song, I ain't never heard of shit before in my life. How you gonna sit there and let somebody for a song? You gonna sit there and give up that land? And so anyway, I mean that didn't make no sense for real. But he just wrote, and I thought Jacob was gonna get up out that car and he was going and what's the name and just cuss him out, but he didn't. It was so he over so close to the church, he go over there and he was talking and he went there. He see his face at Pop, and he told him what Skanks was planning on doing. Bishop said, "Well, it is what it is." Bishop's like, so big. He said, "Was this?" Jacob said, and he got that look on his face like, "Was this your plan all along?" And he said, "No, not at all. It's God's plan." He said, "That ain't my plan. It's God's plan." But this is the last thing, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, and I'm gonna sit there and put on Mickey Mouse or Paw Patrol or Umizoomi or whatever they want to look at, while I sit there and get on the gram. and I studied for some of these certifications, and I just pay him no mind, just kind of watch him, let him do his thing, because he gets on that TV and he ain't trying to move. But the answer to, since I guess it was episode 3 or 4, when we seen Bishop's handshaking when he was shaving, and y'all know we remember that was back from like when Lucius was doing, was supposedly dying, and he was having those tremors. And everybody was sitting there saying, maybe he's having many strokes, maybe he has Parkinson's disease. And I even went as far to Google what the symptoms of Parkinson's disease, and that arm situation was one of those symptoms. He has Parkinson, y'all, and he told Grace. And that is the reason. If you really want to know, that's the reason why Grace is staying, because Grace would not have stayed, even with the sisters wanting her to, if she didn't know that her father was, had the Parkinson's. She would have probably still bounced, because she wants her child. But anyway, the episode, like I said, it was full. It wasn't like nail biting and how when it was building up to getting Mac arrested or to the Mac getting shot. It wasn't exciting like that. But if you are a church folk or young, you don't have to be old. You can be young or whatever. If you just go to church, and it's a black church and it can be a big church, you know that everything in that church is not peachy. Church, they always say church folks are the worst folks. Those people up in there talking about you like a dog, and then come over there, well, praise God, how you doing today? God is good, ain't he? And then they say, that nigga ain't shit. No sooner they get out there and go get their little chicken dinner at the church, they getting out there. So, I used to run out the church and couldn't wait to get to the car so I could smoke me a cigarette. I'm coming out the church parking lot, and I got that window down, and I'm sitting there, because I done been in there, and I'm fiending. So, and Lord knows I'm leaving. And I'm coming up in there from being out of the club until 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, done God knows what. You know what I'm saying? I'm a high Scooty Brown. But that's neither here nor there. But let me just tell y'all, please, newcomers, this is a little short video. I know y'all made it through. Here we are to the end. Boom, bam, bye. Appreciate y'all. Viewing my channel. I appreciate my subscribers, because y'all loyal. We are still growing, y'all. We are still growing. And if y'all want to, if you want to sit there enjoying this, and y'all want to join into some commentary, so we can get this going. So I know it's possible, and I see it's happening. It's not something that's gonna happen overnight, and I ain't gonna cry if it don't. But I got cutting it up in the ATL tomorrow. And then I got a little break until Sunday, and y'all just don't know. That's when I turn up on Fridays and Saturdays, because I'm moving back to DC, and I'm getting ready to transition in my field that I'm working in. I'm going from one part of IT to another part of IT, and I'm studying for my certifications for the new part, and it's just a lot on my plate. But you know what? God didn't sit there and save me from cancer for me not to live my life the way I want to, and I'm gonna own my own. I'm gonna do my own thing eventually. I'm gonna start my own business. I already have the plan. I just need my seed money, and I ain't asking no GoFundMe and none of that type of stuff, and I ain't expecting this to do it. I'm gonna do it on my own, and this will be a hobby that I would do. I won't be doing as many shows once I move to DC, and I want y'all to know that when I do move back to DC, I won't be doing as many reviews, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to stay, so I'm gonna be the new face, the old school. Been there, done that. The younger ones right now, the Justin Jays and all them, I sit there and watch him, and he say, I got on my black tee, so I'm about to read somebody for Phil. And I sit there and be like, what's the tea? What's the tea? I like to see them when they go back and forth or whatever. But that's them, and he has his fault. All of them have their fallings, and I give them their props. I do. I give them their props 100%. They do their thing. And their audience is their audience. I'm just trying to get a different, set of audience. And I mean, I want everybody for real, but I'm sitting there saying even the young ones, because I can sit there and tell them stories that they might tell me. I'll be like, maybe that's what, instead of me doing tidbit Tuesdays or whatever, talking about what's going on in entertainment, maybe I should just give y'all Tuesdays where I can like let you know that if you out there, I've done all types of crazy things, and if I can come out and say it and I'm not ashamed of the things that I've done, then maybe I might be able to help somebody else and be like, look, just because you're doing it don't mean that you can't change. Just because you're doing it, I mean, that's part of life. And for me to sit there and be embarrassed and not want to say what I've gone through would be not me giving my testimony that God is good, y'all. God is good. I mean, he's brought me out a whole bunch of things, but now I'm going into a different message. I'm just going to have to come here, chop it up with y'all. I did it before, and I gave you a piece of me, and it was what's the name, and that was before I really picked up, and my viewers, I didn't have as many subscribers, but I'm going to start giving y'all a piece of me, or we just I'm going to have a conversation on different topics, and see, I mean, and you know what? They can relate to the gay, and they can relate to straight. It really don't make no difference, because life is life. Life is life. So anyway, I'm up out of here. Remember, subscribe, like, comment. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Cutting It Up in ATL. Love, peace, and happiness. I'll see you soon. Bye.